Welcome back. We did that. Now we're here. Episode... How many episodes are here? Okay, 5. Episode 3, The Kidnap Turnaround. Yes. March 13. No idea where I am. It is time. Don't worry, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll be following your every movement with my binoculars. Good to hear. Now make sure you don't lose sight of me. I'm counting on you for backup. You can count on me, sir. I have to go. The kidnapper is supposed to contact me soon. Who would have thought that upon my return, I'd be thrust into a kidnapping case, and that I would be the one who would have to make the ransom drop-off. I still got my suitcase. Let's see, I checked that the money is all there. Oh, we put it inside the suitcase. Now all I have to do is wait for further instructions from the kidnapper, which I'm expecting to be transferred to my cell phone. Wonder who else is around. This is the meeting place, after all. Welcome to Gatewater Land. Oh, thank you. And a big hello to you. I'm the Proto Badger. Nice to meet you. Excuse me, but were you perhaps thinking of taking a picture of me? A picture? Of you? Sorry, but I'm not interested. Aw, that's too bad. Well, have a good day. Hello? Who are you? You're not Ernest Amando. Sounds like the kidnapper is using some sort of voice alteration device. I'm his representative, Miles Edgeworth. Are you a cop? No. I'm a prosecutor. I know what you're wondering, and yes, I have brought the ransom money with me. I see. In that case, bring the money with you to the stadium. So this person intends to see if I'm being followed. Please, Detective Gumshoe, I really need you to come through for me on this this one time. Edgeworth speaking. Next, come to the haunted house. And just how long do you intend to have me wandering around for? That's for me to decide. You don't have much of a choice here, my friend. I suppose not. I've arrived. Go inside. What a dismal place. That's it. Go through those doors. Am I being watched from somewhere? Leave the money and go now. I was hoping for an exchange. But maybe I should do as they say for now and not push it? I couldn't catch even a glimpse of the kidnapper? Perhaps I should keep an eye on this haunted house until police backup arrives? Ah! It was a trap! That guy betrayed? No, can't be. Then the deal. Who is that? And what are they talking about? Split police. Alright. In front of meetup, so there's two people. I assume the first guy in the suit at the beginning, maybe? Since the last guy was in a suit. I fear I may faint again. Where am I? How long was I out? It wasn't raining like it is now when I made the drop-off. This is supposed to be a simple affair. So why have I been taken hostage as well? I can only assume Detective Gumshoe lost sight of me at some point. The only reason I agreed to the drop-off man was because of that phone call. It was from Mr. Ernest Amano, the director of the powerful Zaibatsu, the Amano group. But aside from that, I also owe him a great debt of gratitude. His only son Lance has been kidnapped. I know that Lance is already in his 20s, but I guess some things you never grow out of. Unless Lance is behind it. I can't sit around waiting for someone to come help me. I must escape somehow. Arr. Ha ha ha, was that you making a funny sound? Who's there? And how dare you laugh at a gentleman's plight? Who are you? Are you one of the kidnappers? The kidnapper? Me? No way. I'm not into such petty crimes. Nope, I'm after something much, much bigger. I must be worn out from today's ordeal. Focus miles. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. Sorry about that. Ahem. Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine, the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief Yatagarasu. Great thief? And did she really just claim to be the Yatagarasu? Oh, but my real name is Kay Faraday. You can call me Kay. Kay? Good. Glad that's settled. Not quite. I have a mountain of questions for you. But first, if you'd be so kind as to remove these ropes. I wonder, should I remove them? I was actually having a lot of fun watching you make those silly faces. Hey, there's no need to get all mad and icy glary on me, you know? This rope goes through here, and there you go. What a relief. I owe you my thanks. Ah, it's okay. You can pay me back in full later. Now then, what question should I start with? Unfortunately, I can already tell nothing is going to be easy with this cheeky girl. Great thief? You call yourself a great thief? Yet, are you really a thief at all? You doubt me? I get it. You think that a young lady like me couldn't possibly be such a big-time thief, right? That's not the part I have a tough time believing. I am the real, genuine Yatagarasu, you know. Yep, I'm a pure-blooded great thief. It's a little something I inherited from my predecessor. In that case, you wouldn't mind if I arrested you then, right? What? Of course I'd mind. I haven't stolen anything yet. Seriously, I don't know how you can say such a horrible thing to your savior. That's true. Technically, she hasn't stolen anything in front of me, yet. Yatagarasu. When you say you're the Yatagarasu, do you mean... Wait. When you say you're the Yatagarasu, do you mean you are the Yatagarasu? Yep. The most righteous of the righteous, the legendary Great Thief. But I inherited the title only recently, so I haven't had a chance to steal anything yet as the second Yatagarasu. I was not aware that thieves could pass down their titles like that. But don't worry, I've got some big plans in the works. Big plans, huh? They wouldn't happen to lead to a big arrest, would they? I knew it. There's just no reasoning with the prosecutor. I'm not the problem here. Okay, so she knows who I am. I'll have you know that the Yatagarasu has no interest in stealing petty trinkets. There's one thing and only one thing I want to steal. Only one thing, and what would that be? Well, that's gonna have to wait until we find our way out of here. Well, at least there is one thing we can agree on. I'm sure I'll have plenty of time later to learn more about you. So you never told me what your name was, Mr. Prosecutor. Oh, I guess not. I'm Miles Edgeworth. Ah, now I remember. How can you remember something I just told you? But she sure is cheery. Alright then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's get out of here. It would seem that we are locked in from the other side. What? No way. I don't hear you, la la la. Okay, you do remember where you came in from, right? It looks like that might be our only way out of this room. Whoops, slight miscalculation. That's a good height to make an entrance from, but I can't jump that high to make an exit. Sigh. I suppose we have no choice but to look around and see if we can find another way out. Begin investigation. Isolated room. I spoke to you. What the hell is this? What is this? Looks like the Bad Badger, and it's looking as bad as ever. Looks like a costume head to me. I guess the Bad Badger's costume is, at the very least, a two-piece, huh? The real question is, why is only the head sitting out here on the floor? This is the beam I was tied to. What's up? I was pondering if perhaps we could make it over and out the window if we climbed to this. Good thinking. And if it's climbing action, you just leave it to me. Thanks, this little hook looks like it might make for a good foothold. Up you go, Kay, and good luck. Count on me. The great thief Yatagarasu spreads her mighty wings and takes to the sky. Here I go. She failed. As I thought, this beam was definitely not made for climbing. There's a hook on this beam, but it's not enough of a foothold to climb out with. What do you mean, as I thought? I'm not your guinea pig, you know. Isn't this my phone? It looks like it made it through the ordeal intact. If only there was a way for us to contact someone on the outside. Ah, but we do have a way right here. Ah, there was a cell phone here this whole time. If I'm right, Detective Gumshoe should have contacted the precinct for backup by now. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, are you okay? I was so worried, sir. I'm fine. I was knocked unconscious for a spell by the kidnapper, that's all. I'm sorry, sir. I'm such a failure. If only I hadn't lost sight of you. Detective, we don't have time for this. Have the police set up a perimeter right now. You don't have to worry about that, sir. I already got the boys working on that. But in doing that, I sorta... What's wrong, Detective? Sorry to butt in, but I'm afraid you're going to have to make do with me. Who is this? Shi Long Lang of Integral. A pleasure to speak with you, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard a great deal about you. So why exactly is an Interpol agent like yourself involved in a domestic kidnapping case? Don't sweat the details. A crime's a crime, whether it's on a local or a global scale. Besides, you're the one who's in a world of trouble. And why would you say that? Lang Z says the pack that runs together stays together. You catch my drift? You caused quite a ruckus by running blindly into a situation and then getting caught. You should have contacted the police from the very beginning. I'm sorry this happened because of a lapse in judgment. However, I humbly request that you please help me out of here post-haste. Sorry, no can do. What? We're hunting the kidnapper now, and I haven't got any hands to spare. As I said, my pack moves as one. You're the one who wants to go in it alone, so good luck to you, Mr. Prosecutor. Oh, and once we do catch the kidnapper, rest assured we'll come find you eventually. You... What's wrong? Did you get cut off? No, my phone ran out of power. No way! Doesn't matter anyway, we should try to get out of here through our own means. Yeah, I have a name to live up to after all. If we put our heads together, we're sure to find a way out. They're holding a blue badger photo rally. You didn't know. Plus, it's not just the blue badger, it's his whole family too. If you manage to snap a shot of every member of the family, you get a really posh prize. That's why he wanted a photo. Well, there's a costume head sitting over there. Why not start with a picture of that? You can't do that, that's cheating. There's only one of each badger in the park, so you have to work for it. Speaking of badgers, there was one sitting against a wall in the haunted house. Seriously, but somehow I don't think that one counts, Mr. Edgeworth. You have to take pictures of the costumed ones walking around the park. So those are the rules of this game. How quaint. There's only one of each badger in the park trying to get the whole family. Although looks like there's 2 sets of costumes, though. Interesting. Okay, there's something inside the bottom right box. But I think it's a pink badger costume. Pink badger. You don't keep up with what's going on in the world, do you? In that case, you better study up on the whole badger clan with this. Proto Badger, which is the one I saw at the entrance. Bad Badger. A vile criminal with a gun, that's the head in the bottom right. Blue Badger, an ally of justice who keeps the peace. Pink Badger, note her unique pink bow. And handcuff. So I think the 2 Proto Badgers, because the one that knocked me out didn't have the sash thingy. So it was a Proto Badger at the gate and a Proto Badger that knocked me out. Think of it as a bible of all things you'll ever need to know about the clan. Whatever, I suppose I can keep it as a reference guide or something. I suppose this means that this is where they keep all the costumes. It certainly looks that way. It's like the Badger family home. There are 8 boxes, but 7 of them are empty. Which means that 7 of the costumes are currently in use right now. But aren't these badgers the mascots of the police force? Well, I heard that the police had a hand in sponsoring this theme park. Probably because the Gateway Group owes the police for all those cases they solved. They have all the power of the state and they used it to make a theme park. It's not just any theme park. They have a handcuff-shaped double-looping roller coaster. Okay, that explains why the pink one had the handcuff. That's quite enough. I'm feeling woozy just from the thought of such a thing. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Blue Badger. My nemesis. What the? Why is she beating it up? He's got the word badge right in his name. There's nothing but bad news for someone like me. I think he's out here wandering around this park. I better be careful or he's going to arrest me by the power of his name alone. I somehow doubt the Blue Badger has the power to arrest anyone. The Blue Badger's rival, the Bad Badger. Do you feel some sort of reverence towards this Badger, Kay? I can't believe you would be so stereotypical when it comes to thieves. Surely you must also think there are much cooler and cuter ones out there. That's it. I've decided that thieves and thievery need an image makeover. Good luck with that one. Is that double? Yes, okay. This is the Blue Badger I met at the main gate. Excuse me, but his name is Proto Badger, not Blue Badger. He's based off the very first design created by the local police chief. You know, when you compare the two, the Blue Badger looks a bit cuter. I suppose as he continued to redesign him, the chief managed to make him cuter and cuter. Even humanity has a long way when you think about how much we've evolved. Are we comparing the Blue Badger to humans now? I suppose this is the Pink Badger, but since it has the same design, it doesn't seem forced to call this one a female. You think so? I mean, just look at how long her eyelashes are. That's the only difference. And the fact that she's pink, yes, and her lips are red. See? Lipstick. What, she has nothing to say about the giant pink ribbon? Or is that too obvious? Okay, so we already pointed out that. And then the key, not the schedule thingy. And what have we here? Ah! Why do I feel a laser-like stare aimed right at me? Did you want to take a look? Well, don't mind if I do. Oh, I see, yes. This is definitely a key. I'm sure it's a key to something. That something is what is relevant to my interests. Is that it? Man, why do they have to put the window so high up anyway? How is a thief supposed to make her daring escape? I suppose we could make our way out if we were able to climb on top of these lockers. Ah, that's pretty clever. You'd make a good thief yet, Mr. Edgeworth. Please don't ever place my name and the word thief in the same sentence again. Let's see, I wonder if I can jump and grab the top of the locker here. Man, why did they have to make such ginormous lockers anyway? Even if we wanted to use these lockers, we need some sort of foothold. Alright, so that's been spoken to. Maybe we can use this paint to help us escape. And what exactly do you have in mind? Well, we could paint HELP in really giant letters. And who, pray tell, would see these giant letters? We're inside a building. Okay, then how about we light the paint on fire and send out colored smoke signals? Anyone who saw it would think some crazy arsonist was about and call the cops. Actually, that may not be great for me, seeing as I'm a thief and all. Let's try to find something other than this paint. Because I think I have examined everything. I have not spoken to you. The kidnapping. Do you know where the person who kidnapped me went? Well, after they locked you up in here, it sounded like they went into the next room and started talking to someone. I feel like I heard something as well, but it's all a haze in my mind. However, I do recall that the kidnapper was talking with someone. It was just a guess before, but I guess I really am dealing with two kidnappers here. After that, they left. It almost seemed as if they were done with you. I suppose that's the case, as my kidnapping seems like an afterthought to the 1 million. Well, if they went into the next room, let's see what we can find out through this lot. Back? I don't think I have anything to present. Now that she's not in front of the door, I can look at this. Oh, we can peer into the room the kidnappers were in from there. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. There's a door on the opposite side of it that appears to be the same as this one, which would mean that I can probably assume that these two rooms are very similar in structure. I believe I may have just found our ticket out. Is that what I think it is? Looks like the kidnappers had an escape tunnel prepared just in case. That's awesome. They're like a bunch of great thieves themselves. No, they're not, because I highly doubt they made the tunnel themselves. The floor panel was removed and propped up against the beam in a very specific way. Oh, is that the... Oh, wait, so is there a thing in this room? Because that was what she tried to use as a foothold to climb the beam. I think this building was originally built with a basement or underground area. It's probably like underneath the tarp. Yeah, so it could be right here. Doesn't look like I could examine anything though. The beam I was tied to, and the open floor panel connect. Yeah! This hook on this beam, you know I already tried and there's no way I can jump from this hook to the window. Come on, even you have to admit when something is just not possible. I wasn't about to suggest that again, rather that it's here for a different purpose. Really? Like what? As you saw in the adjacent room, it's clearly for keeping the floor panel propped up, which means that there should be a panel in this room that we can open as well. Oh, I get it. We didn't notice its existence all this time because it was being hidden by the tarp. Alright then, let's fold this thing up and see what's underneath. Now this is what I call a treasure. Ah, this must be another entrance to the secret hidden basement. I totally smell treasure. The scent I wish to smell is the sweet fragrance of fruit. What are you waiting for? Hurry up and open the hatch. Alright. This thing is locked. Okay. That's fine, but we have the key. Ah, fiddlesticks. So I assume I probably have to do this. Yeah. Tiny key. Underground entrance. I believe you're up, Kay. Huh? Why me? Because we need to use the tiny key that you've taken quite a liking to. Oh, gotcha. Just leave it to me. I love the tense feeling of these moments when you're about to uncover something big. I believe the feeling of freedom would be much more satisfying right about now. Alright, I got the secret door open, and now... Ah, wait! Ah! Are you alright, Kay? I'm fine, the ladder just slipped is all. Thank goodness she's alright. I about had a quit. There's a lot of really large machinery down here. What about an exit? It's really dark and cramped down there, so I really doubt there's an exit. I can't believe that happened. You have only yourself to blame for leaping before you looked, you know? No way? I mean, how was I supposed to know that the oh, if the ladder's removable, then we can get out through the thing. Yeah, the ladder and the lockers. I figured out how we will escape this prison, Kay. Oh, so are we gonna just bust out? It seems that your reckless actions were of use after all. Are you actually praising me? More of a thank you for giving me an idea regarding this ladder. The underground ladder? What about it? This ladder isn't just for those who wish to go down. Oh, I see. If we use this... Yes, I believe it's long enough to reach the top of those lockers. Well, then what are we waiting for? Yes! Alright, now we can get out of here. Yes, we spent entirely too much time in here. Kidnappers who held me hostage and a mysterious Interpol agent. This case is only getting started, and I'll be the one to bring it to a resounding end. Looks like it stopped raining for now. Yeah, and thank goodness you have no idea how hard it was raining earlier. Mr. Edgeworth. I'm so glad to see you managed to escape, sir. I was so stressed that I thought my heart was going to give out. Detective Gumshoe, may I ask what in the world that is? Well, that's, count off. Shifu, all 99 members are here and accounted for. Hey, what the heck do you think you're doing, counting my cubs off like that? Every person is a valuable human being, you get me? And everyone has a name that their parents gave to them. No one is a 2 or a 3. I am. Everyone, regardless of age or rank, is number 1. Got it? Shifu, Shifu. You are Agent Lang, I take it? You infidel, how dare you address our Shifu so rudely? Grr. Lang Zi says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. So don't you ever forget to show the proper respect towards another person. She-na? This isn't much, but please accept my card. Oh, thank you. Please accept mine in return. You all see that just now? That is the proper way for 2 people to show their respect. Keep that in mind and you'll get far in life. Got it? He seems much nicer in person than over the phone. Ah, that's right. Franziska did warn me. Something about an elite Interpol agent from the Republic of Zhangfa. Apparently, this man has the highest successful arrest rate in the organization. Agent Lang, why exactly is an Interpol agent involved with this clearly domestic case? That's none of your business, Mr. Prosecutor. How is it not? I've heard a rumor or two about you. You solved a murder that occurred during your flight home recently, right? Huh, but you sure took a while just to arrest one little flight attendant. How pathetic. How dare you say that about Mr. Edgeworth? Are you saying you could have solved it faster, pal? The comedic relief jumps to the aid of his master. How cliché. Look, what I'm getting at is that if I had been there, no one would have died. I would have solved the entire case, and Agent Hicks would still be with us here today. Agent Lang knew yesterday's victim, Agent Ackley Hicks. Hicks was like a brother to me, so now I'm out to take my revenge. Agent Hicks was investigating a smuggling ring with Franziska and a third person. This must be the man she was talking about. In that case, you should understand how I feel, as the kidnapped is someone I know. So I ask that you please allow me to participate in the investigation. This isn't your neatly trimmed courtroom. I have not seen a courtroom in this entire game. I operate in the streets, in my office, and a plane. You're out in the wilderness now. I've been out in the wilderness this entire game. Way out of your league. No hard feelings, but why don't you go back to your courtroom now, pretty boy? You dare to mock the court? I do, and I don't need the help of a filthy prosecutor. Sorry, but the truth doesn't need the likes of you to distort it to distort it today. Who uses the adjective filthy to describe a prosecutor? And why do I feel such intense loathing emanating from him? Alright then, good job on the perimeter around Gatewater Land. Now just find me the kidnapper and bring the punk to me. Dismissed. Sir. Now then, Mr. Prosecutor. You just sit tight here and don't cause any trouble, understand? Wait. Mr. Edgeworth. It's been a while since I last met someone so disagreeable. Why of all places did you show up here, and completely out of the blue at that? I suppose I'll have to ask Detective Gumshoe to fill me in on that. Oop. Save. Overwrite. And that's where we're stopping. We will continue this kidnapping. A lone wolf saunters in. We will progress that next time. Bye-bye.